Welcome back to Project 613. Today we learn the mitzvah that governs all of the laws of the unpaid watchman, known as a shomer chinam. The Torah talks about when someone gives something to someone else to watch and he doesn't pay him for his service, rather he's doing a favor for his friend. This is called the shomer chinam, the unpaid watchman. And such a person has a very low level of responsibility and therefore a very low level of liability for the thing he is watching. So should it get stolen or should it get lost, and so on. If you remember, we learned that the Torah talks about 4 different types of people who are responsible. And the shomer chinam, today's mitzvah, is the one that has the lowest level of liability from all of them. Yesterday, for example, we spoke about the borrower, the shoel. He's on the exact opposite side of the spectrum because he has the highest level of responsibility, because the borrower, as we explained yesterday, has all the benefit and the owner has no benefit. But the shomer chinam in today's mitzvah is the exact opposite of the borrower, because it's the owner that gets all the benefit and the watchman has no benefit at all because he's not being paid. And therefore, if something is to go wrong, the watchman would be considered exempt. This, of course, also has its exceptions. Even the unpaid watchman is not allowed to be outright negligent. And if something went wrong due to the negligence of the unpaid watchman, then even he would be responsible. But for a regular case of theft or for a regular case of loss of this object, we do not consider that negligence. It's not the watchman's fault, and he would not be responsible to pay for it. Even if and certainly if it was an accident beyond his control, let's say it was an animal that he was watching and it died, certainly he would not be responsible to pay for it. But even in the case of theft or loss, so long as he was not negligent, then he is exempt and he doesn't have to pay. The only exception is if he is outright negligent. One of the examples that's given for this is if he puts the object that he was given to watch in an openly unsafe place and then it gets stolen, well, then he cannot say it was an accident and it was stolen, so I should be exempt. No, in that situation, he would be obligated because it would be considered his negligence. Similarly, if he would store the item in a wooden hut or in a wooden house and then the house catches on fire, that would be considered his own negligence because it's very common for a wooden structure to go on fire. But other than that, and those type of examples which could clearly be attributed to the negligence of the watchman, for any other type of accident or for any other type of theft or loss, he would be totally exempt. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.